guys, it's Laura and today I'm doing a book haul. Okay, so my book haul is a mixture of the last couple of weeks and November really. And I've got a lot of books. Granted, quite a few of them are review copies, but I do have a lot of books to share with you guys that I'm really excited about. So the first book I want to share with you guys is one I actually picked up Tuesday, and it's a library book. I was going to the library at uni to pick up some books for one of my essays, and I saw this book and I knew that it's been around a lot lately and I really wanted to read it really. So yeah, I picked it up with the glances of my friends looking at me going, Laura, you need to stop picking up books. And that is Popular, a memoir by Maya van Wegenen. This apparently is a girl who picks up a guide to how to be popular, which was written in the 50s, and she tries to follow it. And yeah, so I really think it's going to be really interesting, and it'd be nice to read a memoir. I've read a few memoirs, but not a lot, so I think it'd be really good to read another one, and I just think it's going to be really interesting. Now, the next book I actually won in a competition, and that was a competition on Twitter, and that is The Woman in Black, She's Back, Angel of Death by Martin Waits. So this is not by Susan Hill, this is by someone else, and I didn't realise that. I didn't realise it wasn't by Susan Hill, but yeah, someone else has done a sequel to The Woman in Black. Yeah, I really loved The Woman in Black, the first book. They actually sent you a copy of the DVD of the film with this, but I haven't actually watched it. I've seen the theatre play, which is amazing and freaks the bejesus out of me. But yeah, I didn't realise there was a second one coming out, so The Woman in Black is back. The next book I want to share with you guys is one that's been around a lot on BookTube, and I've picked it up because I read his other series ages back, and that is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. Now, if anything, this just stands out completely. From what I can tell, it's a bit of a sort of Inception kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like you get the story that someone's writing and then you get their story sort of thing. I love the Ugly's Pretty series that I read ages ago, and I think this is going to be really intriguing, and I love the idea of it. Now, the next one is The Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. I'm really excited to read this. I love watching Zoella, and I know there's a lot of criticism over it, but I honestly don't give a monkeys because I have my own opinion on the whole thing, and I honestly don't think Zoe's a bad person. And yeah, if you want me to go into that, I am debating putting a video up about Zoella in general and why I like her so much. But yeah, let me know if you do want that, because obviously I will put more effort into making one if I know people want it. So yeah. Okay, so the next lot of books I have are all review copies pretty much, apart from like 2 of them. Some of them are ARCs, and I'm really excited to read them and review them as well. So the first one up we've got is Now That I Found You by Clara Garrity. This is an advanced reading copy, obviously, as it's got a little sticker on there from Hodder. It comes out on the 15th of January 2015, so hopefully I can read that before I go back to uni, because I go back on the 12th, and then I can post a review up when it comes out. From what I can tell, this is sort of a chick lit love story. On the back it says Vinny is an ordinary man, Ellen is an ordinary woman, but there is an extraordinary love story. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It sounds really good, and I love myself some chick lit, so I think this is going to be quite emotional as well. I just have that feeling, but I'll let you know what I think of it. The next book I have to share with you guys is Prisoner of Night and Fog. Now, I've seen someone else do a review of this recently, and they had mixed feelings on it, but this I think is something to do with World War II. It's about a girl called Gretchen who sees Hitler as kind of her uncle, but he's not really her uncle. It gives a viewpoint from a girl who's very amongst the Hitler kind of area, and she kind of learns who Hitler really is, I think. But yeah, this, I think it's out, I'm not sure. It might be out already, I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds really good. YA historical fiction that I can't wait to read. Now, the next book I have to share with you is one that's a review as well. However, I think this book has been out for ages, and that is The Snow Child by Ioan Ivy. I think this is just a new cover, a new edition. I have never read it, but I know a lot of people have, and this edition is beautifully wintry, and yeah, so let me know if you've read this one. I don't know much about it, but yeah. The next one I have to share with you guys is an ARC. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but that is Strange Girls and Ordering Women by Morgan McCarthy. I don't know much about this, but I'll read the blurb because it's quite short and you can make your own minds up. Alice, Vic, Kaya, 3 women, 3 lives that come crashing together. A dark, lyrical and utterly enthralling story of warped perceptions, female intuition and the other woman from the acclaimed author of The Other Half of Me. So yeah, I just thought it sounded really intriguing and something different, and I like the fact that when you get review copies you can pick up something you wouldn't ordinarily pick up and see how you feel about it and sort of be immersed into a different area of fiction. So yeah, the next book I have, I don't know what to do about this because I actually have 2 copies of the book. I requested one. I must have forgotten that I requested one, so I've got 2 copies. So I don't know whether I have to hand it back or not. If I don't have to hand it back, I may end up doing a giveaway of it. And that is The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. Now, I don't know a lot about this, but it's a sort of chick-litty YA, I think, story. And I think I'm going to love it. The next book I have to share with you guys is one I'm really excited that I've got a copy of because I loved the TV show so much. So when I could request this as a review copy, I was overjoyed because I'm so excited to be able to read that. This is a real life story of the beginnings of Chester Zoo, and it's about the little girl who, oh god, memory here, June, obviously it's by her, and she is the daughter of George Mottershead, who sets up Chester Zoo. I'm actually doing a lot about zoos at the moment. I have looked at zoos for my creative non-fiction for children module, and I have done a whole piece on zoo history for children basically, and it's called Zoo Story, The Incredible History of Zoos, which I'm kind of proud of actually. I learnt a lot about it and I love zoos. Obviously good zoos, not bad zoos, but I'm a big lover of animals and I really can't wait to read this because although I know the storyline now watching the TV show, I think it's going to be very good reading it as well. The next book I have to share is a novella, so it's tiny, and I went into Waterstones the other day and finally was able to pick it up for myself, and that is Billy and Me, Christmas with Billy and Me to be precise, by Giovanni Fletcher. Now I don't know whether to reread Billy and Me before I read this or just go into it and see how much I can remember, but I really look forward to reading this and I love Giovanni Fletcher's book so far, what I've read, and I can't wait to read more. I love her vlogs and yes, I think she's amazing. Now the final book I have to share with you guys is like my precious baby at the moment. It's not a fiction book, but it means the world to me. I've wanted this book for about 5 years now and I finally have my hands on it. And that is this. It's the Grimmirra or the Grimmery. I don't know how to say it very well, but it's basically the Wicked book you can get. It's got songs, it's got scripts, it's got casting, costuming, song lyrics, pictures, and it's amazing is all I can say, but it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful, and it's a pretty old lovely book and it's all pretty and I'm in love with it. I went to see Wicked at the beginning of November for the 2nd time, and I might be doing a video on musicals and how, like, my loving of musicals soon, hopefully. But yes, it's Wicked and I love it and it's amazing and it's beautiful. So that's the end of my book haul really. I'm also not going to share these with you guys because there is a lot of them and I know I'll just drop them all over myself, which we don't really want because that would hurt. So I will see you guys soon with another video. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books or are really looking forward to any of them, and I can't wait to hear your comments.